Hi all, good afternoon to everyone. In the last session, we have focused on decimal to binary conversion. Then we have extended that logic to print decimal to binary for the given range. Hope all of you have gone through that session. Have any doubts in that session? If you have any doubts, you can ask. Otherwise, we move on to solving the next problem. Take the next one. Integer character conversion. How to convert the character to the equivalent integer value. Already we have seen the data type char, which is used to define the character 1, that can be specified using
Sir, are you sharing the screen?
s 1 minute. Integer to character conversion. Already we have discussed the percentage c format specifier to have the character variable. For example, character ch. Let us have a for loop for I is equal to 65, I less than or equal to 90, I plus plus. Here let us print two things. One is print of percentage d, second one percentage c. Let us have I first, second let us have char of I. Let us check the code what happens when we perform the type processing like this. File, save, I think file name is 52, F9, compilation error. Yes, the variable int to be declared into I, F9, okay, control F9, and see the result. What is the result? First 65A, it seems right, we need to give slash n so that you will get the clear output which shows the I and its character values in each line. Control F9 and find the values. Yes, 65A, 66B, 67C, etc. Final value of I is 90, corresponding to the alphabet capital Z. So in this, the conversion is carried out from integer to character. Am I right? I is of integer type. When we perform char of I, what happens? Locally, the data type or the variable I, which points the integer type, this is converted to the equivalent character type. In case if we have the equivalent character, for example, for have char ch is equal to small x, ch less than or equal to z, ch plus plus. We write a statement printf slash n percentage c percentage d, the character is ch, equivalent integer values assigned as int of ch. File save F9. CP52 file save F9. Even dynamically we have declared the variables right inside the for loop. But in case of the compilers, right, TC turbo C, uh, you need to declare the variables at the beginning of the main function section, right? So here also you can declare part C character ch is equal to x dynamically, no problem. Because in C++, wherever we want the variable, we can declare it dynamically. There is no need to declare all the variables at the beginning of the main function section. For example, here if you need float s is equal to 1.23, that is valid, right? So wherever you want, you can declare the variables. But we have discussed it. Variable should be declared at the beginning of the main function section. Okay. But anyhow here, ch is a character type. The ch ranges from small x to small z. We have type casted, right? This is to be type casting. Type casting means converting, casting the type from one into another one. Ch is actually a char type. Locally here, the value of ch is converted into the integer 1 and we have printed the value right using percentage %d format specification. So while running the code here, after 90 capital is x, right, 120, y 121, z 122 is output. Suppose if you put x is equal to ch is equal to small a, control F9, thereafter capital Z 90, then you can see the ASCII values of lowercase alphabets A to Z. A 97, B 98, C 99, so 97 to 122. Finally, Z takes a value 122. This is the conversion from character to integer in case I comment on this line and having the same statement without type conversion, enter slash and percentage C, percentage D, ch, comma, again put ch. Now check what happens. Control F9. After capital Z 90, that is it, yeah, 90 capital Z. You can find small a 97, b 98, etc. Finally, small z is its ASCII value is 120. What is the difference between these two print statements? First printf, here the value of ch is type promoted to integer 1 and integer result is printed with respect to percentage d format specification. Here a ch is a character 1 when a character is assigned to the integer variable. For example, here have a look into int I has already been declared. I is equal to capital A printf percentage d percentage c I comma I. Now what happens? Finally slash a control F9 last line. Please note it. The character capital A is assigned to the variable I. So this is character to integer conversion. I is the integer variable which points the ASCII value 65. That is the meaning of this executable statement. The ASCII value of character capital E is assigned to the left-hand side integer variable. So when you print I using first percentage D format specification, you will get a result as 65. But when you print right same using percentage C format specification, even I is of integer 1, that integer is converted to the equivalent character. So Please understand, integer and character are compatible data types that we can say using this word. Compatible data types. Only data types. Int and char. Int and char. Have any doubts in this example? Integer to character, character to integer conversion with respect to type costing. Have any doubts? Okay, you take the next one. File new comma operator. Comma operator. This is simply using the character rate comma. Rate comma is the character. The character comma plays a major role in two different situations. Let us explore those situations here. First usage of comma. Hash include stdio.h into main. Normally, if we define, for example, int x is equal to 1235, we will be using right in the number system 1 comma 235,000 or 235. But when we define the constant right like this, what happens? This results in the error return 0, return 0, file save cp53 fine. The error is x is assigned a value. All right, this one declaration is terminated right incorrectly in the function main, right? So please check it. Declaration terminated incorrectly in function main because here comma is acting as the separator, so that the integers, right, 1 comma 235, these are taken as two integers, so that int x is equal to 1. This is equivalent to int x is equal to 1 semicolon. Then if we declare some other variables in the same line, we will be using comma. Normally, right, what we have to do, we need to use int x is equal to 1, then comma y is equal to 25. That way the compiler is expecting, so that this results in the error message, the declaration terminated incorrectly. Suppose I put like this. Now have a look into this code. Yes, int x is equal to 1 comma 235. Before that, right, let us have as it is, and I make a comment so that you will understand. Now what happens? This results in error. Find time error. But if I write int x is equal to say 1 comma 235, we need to check the value of x, what is printed in it. X is equal to percentage dt comma x. In this case, first the value of x is taken as 1, then comma, we put another value 235. So we expect a 235 to be assigned to the left hand side variable x. Control F9. Yes, it works fine. X is equal to 235. You can ask how this is possible. Comma operator just traverses the values given as given in the list. This is list, right? Say the list of values it tries to fix right first x is equal to 1. Since comma something has been given following that, so it expects the final assignment. That's what the value of x is taken as 235. Suppose int y is equal to, we have some initializer 10 comma 20 comma 30 comma 40 comma space 60, then printf slash n y is equal to percentage d comma y. In this case, list of values are given to assign to the variable y. Starting from left to right, the traversing, right? Traversing will be done. So first it traverses from left to right and it checks the value 10, y is equal to 10. Comma 20, so 20 is the latest value, then comma 30 is there. So 30 is to be assigned to y, then comma 40, comma 60, right? After traversing all the values from left to right, only the rightmost expression is taken and it is assigned to the variable y. This is one purpose of comma operator. Even you can use, for example, y is equal to x comma x plus 1 comma x plus 2 comma x plus 100. Next, print the value of y, edit, copy, edit, paste. Initial value of y when executing this line, this is taken as x. Then the value x plus 1 is taken, then x plus 2. Final value of x is, sorry, y is x plus 100. Since the value of x is 235, 235, sorry, 235 comma 235 plus 1, 235 plus 2 comma 235 plus 100. Final evaluation is taken as 235 plus 100. That results in 335. So the value of y is printed as 335. Comma just traverses the values from left to right and the final value right following the last comma is taken and it is assigned to the left hand side variable, right? This is one usage of the comma operator. Have any doubts in this example? Comma operator, I write here first usage. We cannot put 1 comma 235, right? As we are doing mathematically, right, in the number system, Indian number system or international system. This will not, which is used the values. List of values can be separated using the comma operator, and the assignment operation is carried out for the last operation, right, or last expression following the last comma operator. Hope you understand. There is
Sir,
another thing. Yes,
sir, if we add more percentage D, sir, will all the values in the list be printed, sir?
if you put right more percentage D here, for example, here they are asking where, for example, here percentage D, percentage D. Why right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 list of values. Suppose again right here, whatever the variable you are giving or expression you are giving in the printer statement, that is printed with respect to the format specifier. So you will not get a result as you expected. This is x, then x plus 1, then x plus 2, then x plus 100. Instead, the common value 335 is printed for all percentage digits because this is y, 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 y. In case if you put a right y plus 1, y plus 2, y plus 3, y plus 4, then accordingly the evaluation is taken. So as you think, first percentage d will not receive x, second percentage d will not receive x plus 1. The execution of this assignment statement is, can have any number of list of values, no problem. Comma operator, right, skips all these expressions. Only final expression is taken. That value is assigned to the variable y. That's all. Then the value of variable y is printed. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Please take the second usage of comma operator. Second usage. Edit, copy, file new, edit, paste, file save, CP54, comma operator, second usage. This is used with respect to the for loop, looping statements. For example, I have for I is equal to 1, j is equal to 99, comma, semicolon. Checking I plus j would be equal to 100. I plus plus, comma, j minus minus. Or I write I less than or equal to j. I plus j is equal to 100 means, right, it checks again based on the values of I plus plus j minus minus. So infinitely, right, we may have the execution. So let us avoid that printer slash and percentage d percentage d. Here print the values of I comma j comma say I plus j, have another percentage d. Sorry, have a look into, right, this example. For, right, we have declared the variables I and j. Suppose int I is equal to 1, comma j is equal to 99. Let us check its compilation. This is taken, right, a valid
Sir, you
data.
need to int I and int j, you need to type, na, sir.
Yeah, that's what I am explaining. Int I comma j, that means the variables I and j are declared. Normally, for example, have a look into these lines of code. Int x comma y, declaration of two variables x and y. Int x is equal to 1 comma y. X and y are integer variables, but x is initialized to 1. Int x comma y is equal to 2. X and y are integer variables, y is initialized to 2. Int x is equal to 1 comma y is equal to 2. X and y are integer variables, where x is initialized to 1 and y is initialized to 2. So it seems I is equal to 1, j is equal to 99, which are defined as integer variables. So this skeleton is taken. Int x is equal to 1 comma y is equal to 2. This declaration can be put in the for loop. For int I is equal to 1, j is equal to 99. It seems that I and j are actually integer variables. With the initialization I is equal to 1, j is equal to 99. That's all. I less than or equal to j is stored. I plus plus comma j minus minus. Before that, here we used comma, right, in the printer statement. This is for simply, right, the separation. Printer slash and percentage d, percentage d, percentage d. Here if you want Try to use comma and check its effect. Now compile time errors. Control F9. You can see the result. 1 comma 99 comma 100. That means here the comma right simply the character whatever you are going to put in double quotes, right? So comma character is simply printed. Then 2 comma 98 comma 100, 3 comma 97 comma 100. Here this comma just separates the expression. I is one expression, j is another expression or variable, I plus j is another expression. But consider these two parts. This is the initialization part. Comma, right, as we used earlier, int x is equal to 1, comma y is equal to 2. Here, comma simply separates the variables x and y from their initialization or from their declaration. Here, I plus plus, comma j minus minus. The logical meaning is I is incremented by 1, I plus plus. J minus minus, j is decremented by 1. How we have traversed from left to right in the previous example. Say x is equal to 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4, comma 5. 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4, comma. After all these things, final value is taken, final expression is taken. The same way here, I plus plus, this is taken as one expression. If j minus minus, another expression. So these two expressions are evaluated and comma is the separator. I plus plus comma j minus minus. That means I is equal to I is equal to I plus 1. Then comma j is equal to j minus 1. So both operations will be carried out. Please understand that not only j minus minus execution, I is also incremented by 1. Then j is decremented by 1. That's what here we have the outcome 199 up to I less than or equal to j, it seems 24. Then this is 76. Then I plus plus, sorry, loss value, right? What is the termination value? 50, 50. I is 50, j is 50. I less than or equal to j. 50, 50, right? 50 plus 50, 100. This way, the comma operator plays a role. If you want to use another variable, for example, k is equal to say 100, I less than or equal to j. Here, if you write k plus plus, then if you write another one, comma percentage d, use I plus j plus k. You can use any number of expressions. Initial values of I, j, k uh, uh, are applied right to evaluate these expressions I comma j comma I plus j comma I plus j plus k. So based on these, right, we are concluding that we can use the comma operator in the for loop initialization part. If you want to declare ijk, right here, no problem. Int ijk. In the for loop, you will be using I is equal to 1, comma j is equal to 99, k is equal to 100. Here, right, we can use any number of comma operator. Here, comma is an operator that separates the execution of multiple expressions. I is incremented by 1, j is decremented by 1, and k is incremented by 1. This is the second usage of comma operator. Have any doubts in this example? Have any doubts?
Sir, condition must be always to only one now, sir.
Condition, you can specify the condition in such a way that it can be a simple condition or it can be a complex condition. As you said, I less than or equal to j, This is the condition. Yes. In this example, we use the simple condition. In case if you want to use the multiple condition, we can combine further with the logical operators and or not. Say I less than or equal to j and I plus j should be greater than or equal to 50 or j should not be equal to 20. Like that we can extend the conditional part so that it can be a complex condition. That means more relational operators or logical operators expressions can be formed, right, to have a single or say compound or a complex condition. Only the condition is evaluated. That means condition is evaluated, not conditions are evaluated. Only one condition. This implies that it results in either true or false. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Please have the next example. I need to close this. Okay. Take the next example. Let us solve the problem. Suppose write a program to print the given integer integer into the characters or in terms of words. Given integer into words. For example, this is given in the problem itself. 1, 2, 3. This is the input. This input should be printed as 1, 1, 2, 3. If the input is say 120, we do want to print the result as 1, not 120, right? We do want to print the equivalent digit into words 1 or 2 or 0. This is the problem. How to solve this problem? Any idea? I include the header files, hash include stdio.h. Let us solve the problem using a function so that a function simplifies a task. We can call the function any number of times. For example, if the inputs are 5 or some list of inputs using for loop, we can easily write print the numbers and the equivalent words. So define a function later into main, have one variable say int n. First, let us check the program for a single input, printf slash n. Please enter the value of n. And we do want to call the function, assuming that the function prints the message number into words. So have a function integer underscore to underscore say words. Actual parameter is n. Let us complete a main function, return 0. That's all. How do we write the user defined function? File name, I think CP54. Okay. File, save, CP55. Writing a function, right? Void, or you can leave void, right? By default. What is the default return type of a function? What is the default return type of a function? Int. It's not void. Very good. So explicitly write we put void. Let us declare the prototype later. Void integer to okay integer to votes n. Actual parameter is n. Formal parameter is n. That you know well. Here The process is convert n into or print n into the e- equivalent equivalent boards. That is a problem. So this is our scope. Within this opening and closing curly brace. Can anyone tell me the logic, right? A simple logic to convert this one integer to votes? Please make it fast so that we will be able to complete this program.
So we can use typecasting, right?
Typecasting. So please don't think that as we solved earlier, suppose character ch is equal to 25, ch is equal to some x equivalent integer, right? We printed percentage d format specification. So here you cannot type convert like this into n is equal to 125. There is no type conversion or a special function defined in the header file or somewhere to convert the integer into equivalent words. 123 extract 3 and print right 3. Then 123 right I said 2 extract 2 and print 2. 123 extract 1 and print 1. Any logic? First of all, what we have to do, we need to reverse the value of n because 123. First, we need to print the word 1, then 2, then 3. You know from 123 how to extract the individual digits 3, 2, 1. Perform modulus operation and divide it by 10. Subsequently, you can get the values. So 123, right? If we perform the modulus operation, 3 is first done, right? Extracted. So 3 will be printed first. 3, 2, 1. As you know, right? The reverse order will be printed. So to have the correct order with respect to our problem 123, 123, first you need to revert the given integer n and it should be right updated in the variable n. So first let us set the code to revert the value of n. How to revert the value of n? For no initialization n greater than 0. Say for variable yes we need to use another variable s is equal to s into 10 plus n mod 10. Please check your right. Check yourself. We have already solved the problem. How to convert the given integer into its reverse 123 to 321. Already we have designed the algorithm steps and we have converted that into the equivalent program. Simply write I have written the same piece of lines int s is equal to 0. Assuming right or have another variable r reasonably to have its reverse. R is 0. Here I have r is equal to r into 10 plus n mod 10 and for loop I need to update the variable n here. So shall we write n is equal to n by 10. Then here try to print the value of s print of slash n r is equal to percentage b comma r. Now what happens? The value of r, right, as its reverse is printed. First let us check this logic, then we can extend it from the updated variable r to printing the equivalent to both. F9 one error, it says concern prototype is required. Edit, copy, edit, paste, semicolon, F2, control F9, Again, two errors. Something is missing. Int r is equal to 0, n is equal to n by 10, r is equal to r into 10 plus n mod 10. What is missing? Can you find out? Void integer to boots. What is missing, right? Or what is what I have done incorrectly, right, in this example? Can anyone point? What is error message? Please make it pause. What is the error message in this example? Yes, compiler is pointing exactly two errors. Can you fix
Formal
it?
argument, sir.
What on?
Formal argument.
Yeah, formal argument. That should be of integer data type. Then in the function prototype, there is no need to use the variable, but you can specify data type space variable name or simply put the data type, right? These are the errors reported. Control F9. What happened? Enter n. We missed the scanf statement. Yeah, add it. Scanf percentage d ampersand n f2 f9 control f9 enter n say 123 find 321 is 2 control f9 say 305 reverse is 503. Okay, fine. So we have completed some 25 percentage of right a coup to reverse a given integer. Now, right, what is R? R needs to be processed, right? So first here, reverse R, reverse N, let's see, reverse N, and print into equivalent words. So, okay. Now coming to our core part, the variable, right? For example, R is holding a value 321. 321, right? 1 can be extracted first. If it is 1, remainder is 1. We can print the word, right? ONE. The remainder is 2. We can print the word TWO. So this way we need to design a logic. Can you tell me, right, what kind of control structures are necessary here along with the modulus operation? If the remainder is 0, we need to put the word 0. The remainder is 1, we need to put the word what one? 1. The remainder is 2, we need to put the word 2, TWO. So based on the remainder, right, we need to control through the logic. So two possibilities. One, you can use else if, right? Otherwise, simply you can use the switch statement. So whichever is easier, right? Whichever is easier, right? In your point of view, we can use that. But outer loop, right? It should be a for loop or while loop. Simply I use a while loop. While what is our number? Reverse, right? Reverse is stored in a variable r. So as long as r greater than 0, we are processing the result here. While r is greater than 0. First, what we have to do? We need to find its lost digit. How do we find the lost digit? Shall I use a switch statement? Switch. If you put R, that is modulus state, R mod 10. Let me complete the switch closing this. Okay. So just to think of right now, R is 123, our input is 123, R is 321. 321 mod 10. What happens? 321 mod 10. 1, right? 1 is returned here. Switch R mod 10. 1 means we need to right print the word ONE. So what is the syntax of the switch statement? Case in case if this is case 0, what we have to do, we need to print up. I don't want to use slash n, right? That will be a problem. So print up zero 0, then use a break statement. This is for case 0. This will be returned for all digits copy. So I need to paste the code here. Paste keyboard shortcut shift insert shift insert. Okay, let us check it. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, 6, 7, 8. One more insert. Okay, shift insert. Case 9. Print up 0. Here put 1. Then this is 2. This is 3. This is more convenient than more than right the if else statements. Then even if you prefer to write if else if, no problem, you can use it. 4, 5. Then 6, 7, then 8, then 9. So possible values, right, during the reminder division operation, right, to return a reminder. Possible values are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. 9. So for all values, right, we have put the code. Printf right 9, then break. Actually, this break is not necessary for the last bit, so the control comes out of the switch block. Switch block 2k. Switch opening curly brace, closing curly brace. R mod 10. Then again, right, we need to update a value of R here. So I write the statement R is equal to R division 10. Say 123 is the input, 321 is stored in a variable R, 321 mod 10. Reminder is 1, case 1. 1 is printed, then break. 321 is held in a variable R. 321 division 10. What happens? 32. Then 32 mod 10. 2, case 2. 2 is printed. Then break. 32 by 10. Not 3.2. Simply 3. 3 mod 10, 3. 3 is printed. Then what happens? 3, right? We have 3 mod 10, 3. Then 3 by 10, 0. 0, right? What happens? Before that, outer while controls here. Before control enters into the switch, we need to check the conditional part of while. Of course, this is the nested, right? Looping statements, right? One while or while and switch are right nested here. You can put a while inside switch, or you can put a switch, or you can put a while right inside switch, or you can put a switch inside while right logically to solve the problem. Next, while r greater than 0, that's all. We need to close the function definition, closing curly brace. What is missing? Finally, when r becomes 0, 0 greater than 0, control comes out of while, then no more statement. Assuming that the function does not return a value to the calling place, so return type is void. That's all. Let us check the logic. I press F9. F9. Okay, program has been compiled successfully. Enter N. I put a sample value 123. R is 321. Then it shows 1, 2, 3. After R, let us have some new line character. Enter slash n. R is equal to percentage d. Say slash n slash n. R is its robots. Control F9. Enter n. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Continually printing. In case if you expect a space No problem. Here, space 0 space 1 space 2 space 3 space 4 space 5 space 6 space 7 8 9 space 5 6
Sir,
s
sir, can't we give slash
slash
t for giving
s
space?
slash p horizontal tab.
Yes, sir.
Yes, we can give it, no problem.
Okay, sir.
And now we can have right 1 2 3 4. Check for some other integers. Enter n 1 0 to 0. Problem. What is the problem? 1020. The last zero, right? That is the problem because in its reverse, that zero is not taken into account. So 0201, zero leading zero in R is right discarded, omitted 201. So 201, right? Prints 10 or 2. So there is a restriction, right? In this example, enter n 1025. Now it's okay 10 or 25. In case if you want to check for multiple values, what you have to do, you need to control through the for loop. For example, here I control through the for loop here by commenting on these two lines. For example, for already the actual parameter n is there and n is declared. So I start from n is equal to 1, semicolon, n less than or equal to say 100. 100 problem, right? N plus plus 100 100. Instead, right, you will expect a message just one only. You check it. N is equal to 1, n less than or equal to 100, n plus plus. Every stage, right, we need not print this reverse. So let me comment on this printf statement. Once we print this line, then after the while or where is our for, okay, at the end of the function, this is the end of the function, printf slash n. The new line character is okay. F2 control F9. There is error message printf. F is missing. F2 F9 or control F9. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then 10 problem, right? 10 means right what happens, right? Only one is printed. Then 11, 12, 13, 14, 20, right? Problem. The last digit is 0, right? We have a problem. Say last one. 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. For 100, right? The problem, right? 1, 0, 0, 1. It's reverse. 1 is printed. So in that case, right, you need to make a little bit modification. You can introduce the concept of arrays so that whatever right later you will see right the concept of arrays. We can define the character arrays. Instead of finding its reverse, we can directly find the modulus 10 operation every stage. Then that reminder is stored in the variable n. The equivalent word can be right stored into the character array of characters. Then if we print the character array in the reverse order, right, we will be getting the correct votes, right, even 100, right, we can expect the result is 100, right. So with respect to right, this logic, you do not have any trailing zero in the input, say 100 or 20, toss 0, that is trailing 0, so that you will get the result for other integers. Have any doubt in this example? Have any doubt in defining functions? Next example, I explain here. You please solve yourself. Next example, let us find the roots of a quadratic equation. Roots of a quadratic equation. Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Try to get the inputs a, b, c and find the determinant value, discriminant value b, or the determinant discriminant b is equal to b square minus 4ac, b square minus 4ac. If you want to find the discriminant value, you can call a function so that the function can return a value to the calling place. So based on the value of d, we can find the value, right? Our roots x1 and x2 can be applied. So there are different ways we can pass the values of a, b, c to the function, so that the function rate can call another function to find its discriminant value. D is equal to b square minus 4ac. Actually, the function is going to compute the roots of a quadratic equation. After receiving the parameters, actual parameters a, b, c, in some formal parameters say a, b, c, you need to find the value of d as a discriminant 1. D is equal to g square minus 4ac. If you want, right, you can call another function to find the value of discriminant. By passing the values a, b, c, the function simply returns the expression, right? Return b star b minus 4 into a into c. Based on the returned value d, we can conclude if the roots are real and distinct when d is greater than 0. Roots are real and equal when d is equal to 0. Roots are imaginary 1 when the value, right, d is a negative 1. And accordingly, you can find the roots, say x1 and x2, two equal roots or two distinct roots or the imaginary roots. And after finding these values, you can print the results x1 and x2 in the first function itself, or even the values x1 and x2, computed values x1 and x2, may be passed to another function, right, just to print the values of x1 and x2. There you can pass the values of d and x1, x2 if possible, so that based on the value of d, there in the function definition, finally, right, you can, or in the third function, you can print its nature. Roots are real and equal, roots are distinct one, roots are imaginary one. So this depends upon your logic. You can use, in case the problem is right, use a function or use functions. We can define, write one or more functions just to simplify the complex operations into some sequence of operations in some minimal number of functions. So try to understand. Simply in the main function, the inputs a, b, c are retrieved. These values are passed to a function within the one or within a single function, right? If possible, right? As usual, you can compute a value of d and check its nature and print the roots x1 and x2. Or if you like, right, to have two or three functions, then that is possible. Accordingly, you need to define the complex task into some sub-functions, and the sub-functions are, right, defined and called accordingly, right, with respect to the main function call. That is a logic to solve the roots of a quadratic equation. So try to find the solution, right? Uh, if not, right, we will solve, right, this example in the next session. have any doubts? If you have any doubts, now you can ask. Okay, please go through these examples right, that we have solved in this session. If you have any queries, you can ask me, right? If not, right, we will discuss in the next session.
Sir, what about the portions for CIA one, sir?
Portions, right, it's not confirmed, right? I tell you, right, once it has been confirmed. Most probably, right, up to functions, right, you need to prepare. Up to functions, right, in the sense that, right, it may be before recursion, without a recursive function. So anyhow, right, once I know it, right, I will update you.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Prepare well for your first test.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.